question, the million-dollar question in most people's ideas, I would imagine. Now, let's take you back to someone who won 2 Olympic medals for South Africa, unfortunately left us just a few days ago. Let's pay tribute to Jimmy Swift.
I started way back in Durban when I lived with a family that's the son-in-law was a cyclist, South African champion at that time, his name was Stan Chillen. I went riding with him. I didn't have a racing machine, I had a normal 24-inch bike, and rode with him, and he encouraged me to take the game up, and from there it just built up. I had a choice in 1949 whether to go to the junior championships down in the Cape or go to the senior championships in Kimberley. And Stan Chillen, the chap I was talking about, he suggested I go to the senior competitions just to get experience, and I managed to win the 10-mile. It was the first time they'd flown a team to the Olympics, because in 48 they'd gone by ship to London, but in 52 we flew with British Airways, British Overseas Airways Corporation, and we went to Finland and found a very, most of the tracks out here weren't very good in those days. They were macadam or tarmac, as we know. And when we got there, we had a cement track, Olympic standard 333 meters. And it was a very big thing for us. And George Espen, who was our then captain, he knew exactly how to prepare us, and the success was all ours in those games, because between the 5 of us we came back with 7 medals. We had second place in the 4,000 metres team pursuit. Tommy Shardlow and Ray Robinson got a silver in the tandem event, and Ray Robinson got the bronze in the 1,000 metre time trial. Yeah, 56 was in Melbourne in Australia. We prepared as well as we could. We weren't sure about the track. There was a bit of a problem in Australia because they built a board track there, and the international cycling body decided that they weren't allowed to do that, and they covered it with concrete. And of course, it wasn't really designed for concrete, but anyhow, we didn't fare as well as we should have there. I managed to pick up bronze in the 1,000 metre time trial, but in the team pursuit, we could have been in the semi-final. I say when we were in the semi-final, we could have got to the final because we were riding against France. And I took the riders round into the last lap flat out. It was our plan that they then left the 3 to go on to be timed. And of course, when I went up the banking and wait for the 3 to come through, only 2 came through. On the head of the road, he bailed out. And when I went to join the 3, I went a little bit too far, went into the sandbags, and we were only beaten by a second or 2 for getting into the final. And we ended up with 4th place there. Yeah, that was very bad. Ray and I were riding the tandem together, Ray Robinson, and we were very fit. We trained very hard, and Costa, the Italian manager, after our accident, we had an accident the night before the cycling events started, and we were on the banking, and we were sort of developing an accelerating mode where we both got out the saddle on the banking, which a lot of tandems couldn't do. And unfortunately, the front wheel slipped away, and we fell, and Ray Robinson broke his collarbone. And Costa, the Italian manager, actually came to hospital and said that he was very sorry for us because he felt that we were the favourites to take the gold in that event that year. Oh, it was great. I felt it was good for our game too, because cycling was always treated as somewhat of a Cinderella sport, even at the Olympics. But for me to have been awarded it with the likes of the previous holders of the trophy, I felt that was good for me, fantastic for me, and also for our game. No, they weren't They weren't difficult years. It was a case of taking over from this chap, Cyril Gagan, who'd been our president for 11 years. And when the country felt that it was time we moved on. And I was very fortunate to have a vice president in Raoul de Villiers. It was a live wire. Between the two of us, we got some events going that were previously been non-entities, and one of them was a report too, which was sort of the beginning of our road cycling in this country, based on the similar lines to the Tour de France. It was good. Cycling wasn't detrimentally affected by anything. We tried to help the black cyclists and the coloured cyclists. The black cyclists on the mines, we used to go out and give them training, and we went to the Cape. We tried to get them interested in the report tours. The difficulty came not from the cyclists, it came from administrators. There was a lot of political wrangling, I would say, but basically the sport itself didn't suffer. Well, the sport's been very, very good to me, and I love it. It's just part of me, and it's grown on me over the years, and I still love my bike. I still do a lot of riding. And over the years, I've seen very, very good riders. And what was very sad was that period when we were expelled from the Olympics and the Commonwealth Games, because there were riders of very, very top class who could have done very well at those games, but they just didn't have possibly I was in the right place at the right time.